Hey everyone, got a fun weekend ahead of us. We are going to head to Arklahoma STOL at Pensacola, Oklahoma. After that, we'll be heading over to Byrds Backcountry in Arkansas, get some cool footage of us flying. My buddy CW is going to be there, and after that, we are going to head to Fairview, Oklahoma, where I'm going to be doing my builder assist with my Bearhawk 5. So let's go. All right, kids, we're off to Arklahoma.
Oklahoma.
You got it, babe.
We're just launching the first of this practice heat. If you would enter a little bit wider left pattern, and once I pick you up, we'll point out the traffic. How's that?
Sounds good. Are we landing on 1-3?
Yes, sir.
Made it. 3.5 hours, baby. We're here.
Oh, they're kissing wingtips.
In a tornado warning right now, so we are going to move the camper from where it is and try to get out some higher ground so we can get stuck tomorrow. Well, the whole moving the camper to not get stuck did not work out as hoped. Stuck as shit. Oh yeah, baby! About ready to get going here. It's a hot day, so the landings and takeoffs are gonna be pretty long. Hoping I can get around 225, 250 on my landing. Takeoff should be pretty consistent, but should have a good shot winning here.
Here comes the shirtless wonder in a 1978 Maule M5. It's John McArdle. Here's John McArdle in the Maule, coming for Brandon Korn, who's your 2023 champion of this class.
Gets that tail real high. That'll flatten out those wings so it reduces that drag so he can accelerate as fast as he possibly can.
John McArdle now. 5:09, the score to beat from Brandon Korn. Good over the line, big bounce. A lot of energy came roaring past the broadcast booth. There's Brandon Korn on the roll, digging that tail in, nursing it off. It wasn't quite in the air yet. John McArdle in second place. He's got to make up 11 feet to get ahead of Brandon Korn.
Let's watch here comes Brandon coming in.
Brandon.
That 205, beautiful 205.
Hold it off, Brandon. Now he's got a lot of extra speed to deal with.
A lot of room on that one. He had to add a little bit of throttle to keep from scratching. And when he did, it really cost him about 75 feet.
John McCardle now looking for the chance to get ahead of
And I think that was
Brandon.
A good one.
You think that was a good one?
I believe that was a good one.
He's got to get stopped though. Previous landing was 331. That's where Brandon is typically doing better than he is. Pretty close to the line, actually. Good job for John over the line there, waiting for the landing score to come in. John McCardle. He's got to make up. We'd love to have you. It takes an absolute army of folks to do it.
Here we are, short final, right at the line, and he is good.
Big bounce. Keeping that tail down, That is a hard one for McCardle. Almost nil wind on the nose. Oh, he's got to stop, John. I don't know if they'll say he stopped for that one or not. And it was tight for a second here with a combined score of 502 feet. Ooh! John McCardle. And with a score of 450, who yelled that? Put a shirt on. All right, 453. Brandon Korn, first place. Congratulations, guys. Oh!
You know, so it was a bit of a frustrating weekend. Came down here and basically choked. Did pretty good in practice and then came in too high 3 times in a row. It's kind of the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again, but you know, we got second place and it's a long season, so I still have a chance to win everything. But yeah, a little bit frustrating. A bunch of guys were supposed to go to Arkansas today to go to like Byrds, but there's a bunch of wind, so I think everyone's avoiding doing that. Trying to figure out what I'm going to do now. I need to go to Fairview, Oklahoma to work on the Bearhawk, but I don't know if he's going to be working on it today or not. So I have a long day doing nothing. Looks like the wind is pretty good at Byrds right now, so I'm about to head out and get some fuel and head over there with some guys and grab something to eat. So looks like we're gonna do it. All right, so made it to Byrds. We're gonna do a little formation flying. A little white squirrel over here. White squirrel aviation.
White squirrel aerial media.
White squirrel aerial media. That's a mouthful.
It is. Well, Aggie Pilot 02 is who to follow.
Anyways, he's gonna get some aerial shots of us and have a little fun.
Husky's up. Balls up.
C-dubs up.
John, I'll switch to your 7 o'clock. That prop wash is too bad on your right side. Sounds good. See you right there.
Well, that was a lot of fun. First formation flying that I've done. Brad did most of the work, but yeah, first time.
Well, we're on our way to Fairview, Oklahoma right now. Going to work on my Bearhawk 5. I was an idiot and forgot my one wheel at Simplify, so I had to fly back there and get it, which wasn't too big of a deal because I had to fly back in that direction anyways. But yeah, it's been a bumpy ride, strong headwind, very hot, so not the best. We'll see if we get there.
Alright guys, made it to the Bearhawk facility here in Fairview, Oklahoma. Putting together my new plane. Check out this bird. We got Virgil here.
What's up, guys?
New owner of Bearhawk. Got my bird right here. About to put me in the seat and see where we need to put the rudder pedals for my tiny little short legs. Alright guys, we got a big surprise. I can't reach the pedals. Hard on the brakes if I could reach them. So we got a problem, kids. Seems I missed kindergarten. I can't cut a straight line. Look at this thing. All right, so I'm here in Fairview, Oklahoma at the Bearhawk facility with Virgil Irwin, the new owner. I'm working on my Builder Assist program right now. And Virgil, why don't you tell us a little bit about the program?
Yeah, so this is a new one we came out with pretty much right when we took the company over. A lot of what people kind of gave us feedback on was that they wanted one of these airplanes, but they didn't want to take a couple of years to build it at home, or they didn't want to spend 1,000 hours away from their family or something like that. So this program is really to kind of bridge that gap and get these airplanes into more people's hands. And so the way this program works, John's our second one to come through it, and so what we'll be doing is you come for 5 days at the beginning, and when you get here your airplane will be sitting unboxed ready to go. And so during this first week we'll basically install all the flight controls, sticks, pedals, all that kind of stuff. We'll rig all the cables for it, your elevators, your horizontals, your rudders. Essentially the functionality of the plane will be done whenever you leave. So that's what we spend for the first 2 days, 2 to 3 days, is we'll be rigging cables and flight controls and all that kind of stuff. And then the second half of the week, we're gonna do some fabric covering. So one of those things is we're going to fabricate and install the covering on your horizontals, elevators, rudder, ailerons, and flaps. So you'll get a good fabric course, you'll get a good feel for it. And that's what the first week pretty much consists of. There's a few more little things here and there we do, but that's the bulk of it. And then you'll go home and we'll continue to work on the airplane and kind of do all the tedious stuff. Like paint and fabric covering most of the fuselage and some of the electrical and some of the plumbing and that kind of stuff. And then John will come back again for another week. During that week when he shows up, the airplane fuselage will be sitting here painted with a motor on it. It'll be basically ready to go together, and we're going to do what's called final assembly for the last week. So when he gets here, we'll put the landing gear on it, we'll get it sitting on its wheels, we'll put the wings on it, the tail on it, and we'll rig everything. And my goal here is to create a well-educated aircraft owner so that you guys can look at the airplane, you know where everything is, you know how to maintain the airplane, all that kind of stuff. So you'll see the intricate workings of the airplane when you leave here. You'll be a confident aircraft owner and not just somebody that has no idea where anything is and you got to call a mechanic every time you got a problem. So that's the goal with the program.
And I could say personally, I'm one of the most incompetent people when it comes to aircraft. So they've done a great job. They had all the checklists out. They have a courtesy car for you. There's a hotel right down the street. So everything's put together really well done for the second customer. So.
Yep. So we're working on a couple other things that'll kind of roll into this as we go. One of those is going to be transition training. So we're working on some of our FAA LOTAs and stuff like that we need. But basically the goal is while you come here and build your airplane, in the evenings you're able to do some flight training. You can get all those insurance requirements so that once your airplane is done and ready to go, you feel confident to fly it home. So that's the end goal with the program.
Cool. All right, well, thank you, Virgil.
Yep.
And hope you guys enjoyed it.